11 minutes past 11, which means it's time for Mavis. Now, normally we would hear a little lovely little sketch from Mavis all about Durin the virus. But as it's Valentine's weekend, we thought who better to dispense some relationship advice than our lovely friend Mavis, with hopefully Phyllis in the background. Good morning, Mavis.
Good morning, Georgie.
How are you?
I'm all right. I was enjoying that Barry White.
Yes.
It's such a deep voice, but it put you in the mood. Not so much the talk about finance. That was a little bit of a downer. But yeah, we got Barry White to get us going.
Well, you need money to buy gifts for people at Valentine's Day.
Money don't buy you love, Georgie. Didn't you listen to the Beatles?
Yeah. Well, yes, you're quite true. It's quite true. I've got some questions coming in. What have we got here? Before we launch into these questions, how are you? How's lockdown treating you?
Oh, the same as ever, dear. Well, it's funny not to do it during the virus this week, but I feel like that young boy Fraser of that telly show. Fraser, I'm listening.
You are listening. Actually, it's funny you should say. One of the questions I've got here is from Mary in Chantry in Ipswich. She says, "Hello, Georgie. Would you please ask Mavis how she stops getting bored and fed up in lockdown? It's driving me crazy now."
Well, dear, I should say go out for a stroll. You got to get some fresh air. Take some bread for the pigeons or something, and you might meet a special someone on a walk. What you got to do is drop a handkerchief. So if you drop a handkerchief, and if a nice young man come pick it up, there you go, you got one.
Is that your courting advice? Drop a handkerchief.
Yeah. That's right. Drop it. Or if you're feeling if it's been a bit raining, see if he put his coat over a paddle for you to walk over it. And then you definitely got a charmer there. Yeah.
That's old-fashioned chivalry, that is, isn't it? That's amazing. Yeah. If anyone wants to talk to Mavis, then you can. 0800 141 2121. She is here. She is live. And she will give you Valentine's advice, possibly with tongue lodged firmly in cheek. But if you've got a serious question for her as well, we're open to anything this morning. It's anything goes. Vi from Haverhill, good morning. She sent me a text, 81333.
Hello, Vi.
Start your message SFK. Good morning, Mavis. If you were able to go out for a special dinner, where would you recommend as the most romantic place to go in and around the Haverhill area?
Oh, Haverhill. Well...
Yeah.
I should like to go down to Tux or Ellis's the bakery, and they have some nice buns and. What's that?
What's that?
Phyllis just say that closed down in 1989. What's there in its place? A baker's oven or something? Oh, it's Greg's now. Oh, go take someone to Greg's. Have a nice sausage roll. Not nice. The vegan ones there.
Yes. Yeah. Lovely. We've got several questions here from Texter 192 who says, I'm new to the county. Where in Suffolk is a good place to go for a romantic tryst?
A tryst?
A tryst.
Wow. Around the county. Well, so you could go out for a nice, go out for a picnic and have some biscuits, maybe at the lovely chalk pit at Needham Market. There's nothing more romantic than a chalk pit. Yeah, I would go around there, Needham Market, Stowe Market. As long as you've got the biscuits.
As long as you've got your biscuits. He also says...
See what biscuits what he chooses. Because if he chooses something plain, like a rich tea, I wouldn't be so sure. But if he has Viennese whirls or some jammy Dodgers, then there you're talking.
Well, yes. Can you judge the way a romance is going by the way the kind of biscuit your partner chooses?
I should say so, yeah. And if you're on a date and one of the questions, obviously one of the first questions you're going to ask is what type of biscuit is your favourite?
Yes.
And if he says something like a plain digestive, then he might be a bit plain and you don't know how that's going to go. But if he launch in there with a custard cream, then you know that's going somewhere. Yeah.
He also wants to know how it feels to have a bushy tail. Do you enjoy your bushy tail? Well, you're a fox.
Well, I'm sitting on it. I'm sitting on it right now. That's neither here nor there, Georgie.
He also wants to know, he's texting away this morning, whoever this is.
He's very keen.
He's very keen. Hello, Mavis. Who is the foxiest, you, Phyllis or Georgie? kind of
Well,
question
we
is
can't
that?
answer that ourselves. What's that, Phyllis? I shan't repeat what she just said.
I dread to think
But
what she just said.
think Phyllis is the dark horse of us three.
I
Yeah.
think she is. Should we go to the phone? Simon in
Shut up,
Ashfield
Phyllis.
has a
She's being rude,
question for
sorry.
you. Good morning, Simon.
Good morning. Good morning, Mavis.
Hello, Simon. You right?
I'm very well. Pleasure to speak to you.
Yeah, that's lovely to speak on the watch. Did you know it's World Radio Day today as well? It's World
Is it?
Wireless Day. I just found that out on the Twitters.
Oh, I've got a question for you, Mavis.
All right, I'm listening.
Right. If you could go on a dream Valentine's date, but you've got to go with one of these three people, would you choose A, Basil Brush, B, Basil Fawlty, or C, Basil Brown?
Oh, well, that's a good one. Well, there's no doubt about that. Oh, it's got to be Basil Brown.
Oh.
Like Phyllis has got quite a thing for. Well, he say that he can tell where soil is from. So if you can find a man who can pick up a bit of soil and tell you where that's from, you can't get no romantic than that.
It's
Got to
a
be
keeper.
Basil Brown. Yeah, and he's from Suffolk, Suffolk boy.
Well, there you
He
go.
talked
Then.
proper, so don't want none of that Basil Brush or Basil Fawlty. He shouted too much.
Yeah. All right. Well, lovely to speak with you.
You too, dear. Mind
All
you
right,
go.
Take care. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.
Thank you, Simon. Simon in Ashfield there. If you want to ask Mavis a question, you can. Texter 897 has said, can we please remind Mavis we are in lockdown and to keep it local? Well, it depends what's local to you. Doesn't it really? I know you were.
We're in Suffolk, aren't we?
I know you were recommending a romantic. Obviously we're talking fantasy here at the moment because no one can go anywhere. But I appreciate what you're saying. But
Well, I should say Haverhill and
Mavis.
Needham Market is local.
It is if you live
Wherever
there,
you
isn't
listening
it?
from. Pay attention. It's BBC Suffolk. Come on now.
I've got some more questions for you here. Emily would like to know, how do you recognise when you've met the one? Is there an obvious sign or is it more of a feeling?
The one, the feeling. Oh, that's quite deep, isn't it?
It is, isn't it?
I say there's plenty more numbers where that come from. Take it slow. Take it ever so slow. There's more. Unless his name is Juan. Phyllis, you knew a boy called Juan once, didn't you? Yeah, he was Spanish. His name was Juan. But Juan weren't the one for you then, Phyllis. Mm-hmm. No. Juan ain't always the one. So take it slow and see what other numbers come up.
Graham would like to know, if I get my missus heated bed socks, will it improve our love life?
Oh, I say.
I know.
Of course that will, dear. She'll be fast asleep in no time. I wish I had heated bed socks. I'm jealous now.
So am I. That sounds rather nice, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It does sound well.
Cozy.
Do you think that would improve their love life, Phyllis?
Well, I think that's Phyllis. Would you like this?
Sorry, I mean Mavis.
She's been ever so rude, Georgie. I'm just trying to give me advice.
Yeah.
I should say yes, that would. An electric blanket. I'll tell you what else. Spot a dick. Because the way to a man's heart is through a pudding.
Oh, yes,
so,
always.
Yeah. Got to have some pudding.
Connor wants to know, actually, with that in mind, he says he wants to know what to make his girlfriend for Valentine's Day for their dinner. He can't find anything. What would you recommend?
Suet pudding, potato peel pie, something like that. Something with suet, that'll get him going.
Is that not a bit heavy, Mavis? Is that not going to impede...
You can get
them
Fray Bentos pies. You put them in the microwave for 1.5 minutes. That come out lovely old pudding. You can make it look fancy. Put a few sprouts around it. Arrange the sprouts to say "I love you" or something. That'd be
do sprouts
beautiful.
in a heart, couldn't you?
You could. Yeah, that's right. Put the pie in the middle. Put the pudding in the middle. Put the sprouts around it in a nice little heart shape. Oh, that's beautiful.
That's beautiful. I've got a question here
sprouts.
on my Facebook from Wayne in Leiston. He says,
Wayne?
Yes. Lovely Wayne.
Hello, Wayne.
Lovely Wayne Burns from the Leiston Film Theatre. He's got his own little cinema at home in his garage. And so he says, we're off to our home cinema tomorrow evening. I've already arranged scented candles, a bottle of fizz and heart-shaped truffles to nibble on. But is there a film that Mavis would recommend to get the love lamp lit, whatever that means?
There ain't no better film what you can watch than The Diggin'. You watch The Dig And then that'll be the digging, or Casablanca maybe, or maybe a bit of Last of the Summer Wine.
Is that particularly romantic? Last the 3 old
That
boys
is
in a
for
bath
fellas.
going down a hill.
Ooh, fellas love them 3 boys going down a hill in a bath, didn't you, fellas? Yeah, love it. That could be like the feature before the film. You could watch a bit of Last of the Summer Wine followed by the dig. Beautiful.
Yes. And we've got one last question. One last question for you. Paul would like to know, when spooning, does Mavis have any advice?
Spooning?
With spooning with your partner?
Well, I think I should need a ladle rather than a spoon.
Well,
Try a bit of ladling.
He does say should it be a big spoon or a little spoon? But try a ladle, Paul. There you go.
Try a ladle, yeah.
That's Mavis's advice. How will you be spending Valentine's weekend?
Well, I should be recovering from this. I should have a little nap after all this excitement, I think. I might treat myself to one of them Fray Bentos puddings.
And maybe what about a heart-shaped biscuit?
Oh, we don't have any heart-shaped biscuits.
Oh, could Phyllis
if someone wanted to send some into the radio station, I should be ever so pleased to take them off her hands.
Yeah, well, we all would. Mavis, it's a joy as always. Thank you so much for your insights every week during the virus. And we love to hear what you and Phyllis and the gang are all getting up to as well.
Yeah, but happy Valentine's Day to everyone in Suffolk and even outside of Suffolk.
Yes, if they're listening.
They ain't local.
No, they ain't local, but they can listen. It's fine. You can socially distance on the wireless, can't you?
That's right, yeah.
You can indeed. Mavis, lovely to talk to you. Stay safe.
You too, dear. Mind how you go.
Mind how you go. Cheerio together.
Cheerio together.
Cheerio.